Hi guys, it's Stacy. I got a request to talk more about Scorpio rising and the power that we have with Pluto. So I'm going to do this, and it's a rainy day. So I've been trying to think about how I wanted to do this because I want to explain Scorpio power, but I also don't want to make egos bigger by having Scorpio power. So what I need you to understand is that there's responsibility in the power that we are given. And if you misuse your power, it will be taken away front and center, just so that's clear off the bat. And it will either die to you, you will see it in your life in some way, shape, or form. The power of Scorpio in general, Pluto, Scorpio rising, our lives, the power comes from emotional intelligence, for starters. Our power is seen through our emotions. We have felt every emotion, every single ounce of every emotion there is to feel. We have power in emotional intelligence. Without putting anything else in there, with me, I have Aquarius. I'm very intelligent in general. But because of all my Scorpio, I am emotionally very intelligent. So I can deal with people on emotional levels. And it has been my curse, and it has been my gift, and it is my power. Now, like I said before in the last video, there's 3 levels of Scorpios. The Scorpion, the Eagle, and the Phoenix, to recap. When you use your power, your emotional power, your power of your eyes, the power of your sexual energy, whatever you're doing. And if you are a lower level Scorpion, and we have all been here, these are not judgments. I have lived every ounce of every part of a Scorpio. So I'm not judging. I am trying to help and explain so you learn how to use your power correctly. Scorpions, when we are using our powers and we are younger, and it doesn't really matter age, because you have Scorpions still in their 50s, 60s that have never grown to know the difference on what they're doing. But if you are the Scorpion and you are using your power for manipulation, for sex control, tantra sex, and you're doing it to be manipulative, that's a strong power that we have, a very strong power that we have. You will cause people to be obsessed with you that you don't want to be obsessed with you. You can get stalkers that way, and that's by using the sex energy as a Scorpion, manipulating people to get what we want. Know how to do that. And it's in a way that when you're Scorpion, you don't really realize that it's manipulation. It's self-preservation. They've done something to hurt you, and you're manipulating to get them back. You're using your stinger in a different way, in the lowest level that you can, because they hurt you. So you're going to manipulate to hurt them back. And depending on, your soul growth and your heart and who you really are, is how bad you're going to do that. Okay? If you're an eagle up above in the sky, what do eagles do? They look for prey. Okay? So you're seeing things from a higher perspective, but you can use your power to make sure that no one fucks with you. As long as they stay in their lane, they're good. And you know how to use your power to make them your prey. Okay? There's good sides to all of this too. We're just going to get this part out right now, okay? Being the Phoenix, when you are the Phoenix and you have went through the awakening process, and you are on a spiritual journey, and you are learning about yourself, and you are loving yourself, you are loving others, you are helping others, You use that emotional intelligence, all that power, everything that you have to work it in the situation that needs to be worked for the betterment of yourself and others. There's no doubt that there is power that comes when we want to manifest something. If we want something bad enough, we will get it in one way or the other. The power, when you are awakening and you are discovering your powers as being an empath or a light worker or a psychic, I have all this on me. So I see things a little bit differently because of who I am. So not every Scorpio rising is going to use or see their power in this way. And that's fine. But to become the Phoenix, to become a changing force, what we're used for, death and rebirth for a reason, we show people how to die emotionally to their self, to their issues, to the bigger picture, to be reborn so that they see life in a different way. That's the point. That's the point behind all of it. Okay, the power that we have, I realized how strong my powers were when I was 10 years old. And I am not proud of this, okay? This scared the shit out of me. And from the time that it happened, I have never, ever, ever wished harm on another person with my whole heart ever again. And I have been fucked over to some bitches and some dicks that deserved to have my stinger to the fullest extinct. And I would not do that, okay? So 10 years old, my mother spanked me really hard, put me up in an attic, and left to go with other family members to pick up my stepsister at the time. I was very angry. I was very hurt. There was a lot of different kind of abuse also. So inside of me, I was very angry. I have Pluto in the 12th house, so I had to control my thoughts at all times. I still do. But in my head, in my whole heart, in all of my power, I wish that she got in a car accident. I don't know how much time went by because I was 10, how long before I found out that she was in a one-car accident by herself. Her hood flipped up on her car. All I know is from that point on, I never have wished harm on another person, no matter what they have done to me. Ever. I have said it could have been a coincidence, this, that, and the other, but I don't believe in coincidences. So, and I know how powerful I am. When you are the Phoenix and you are using your power because, okay, like protecting my children. Say I need to protect my children. I'm going to use my power. I am going to use my power to protect my children. You will see my power come out more when I am fighting for the people that I love than when I'm fighting for me. Because I am an Aquarius and I am the water bearer and I want to help humanity and I am all these different things. The power that comes off of me when I am protecting the people that I love, if I get upset enough, my husband will start freaking out because I will sit in the car, I will go to my car, and everything will just quit working. We'll have to buy a new battery, alternator, I blow light bulbs. That's the energy that comes off of me. That's the power that comes off of me when I am pissed. When something has got me to the level that I am pissed off to the effect that I can't control it at the very moment, I've had to learn to control everything I say, everything I do, emotional intelligence, controlling that, and realizing that people don't see the world the way I do. That sometimes you have to understand that ignorance is bliss and people love to live there. And just because they want to live there doesn't mean that you can use your power to manipulate, for sex, for prey. You have to use it for the betterment of yourself and of others. Now, the power that we have walking in a room, it is a curse also, because it really sucks when someone judges you just before they know you. That's a shitty part of it. Now, there's times when if I'm walking into a room and I have to portray my Scorpio, it works amazing. I could be 21, I started working at a bank when I was 18, okay, a big bank where I live. Got promoted to the vice presidents to be his secretary right away. Every job I've ever been to, I've been promoted as boss, secretary, something very, very quickly. Running group homes, running more than group homes, taking care of things. That was a power that I had. People saw the leadership, they saw the power, and they knew that I could handle it. Now, when I got the job at 18, and I was really proud of myself that I had been promoted, not yet knowing that the sexual energy off of me was the reason I was being promoted. The vice president only wanted me to be his secretary so that he could sexually harass me. Right? So there's good things in having your power, and there's bad things in having your power. It's a balance of power. You balance out. It doesn't mean that just because you're the Phoenix, you're never going to have to use your power in a way that other people don't like. Because we are death and rebirth, once we get to be in the Phoenix, it's about helping other people transform their life by death and rebirth, because that's the only way you get to grow in the ascension level of this earth. So using your power that way is great, but to other people, sometimes it feels like you're stinging them, you're hurting them, and they don't know how to deal with it. And they will shut you out and not like you automatically, or find reasons, especially if you get close enough to the truth and it's a truth that they have been denying to their self or denying about their life. Because I am psychic and an empath and a clairvoyant, everything, all the gifts that I have, I see straight through every situation as soon as I meet somebody. I don't even have to talk to them. I can stand by them. And I go to the grocery store and I see all this shit that goes down, and I can tell when kids are being abused, and I can tell when parents are alcoholics and drug addicts, and the things that they're thinking. It's awful. Okay? So remember, the power is great when it's used correctly. But there is another side to the power of us. If you're still in the phase of being a Scorpion, dang it, I can never get comfortable in this car, guys. I'm trying. I have too much to do this at home. The Scorpion, and you are manipulating people. And I know, I'm not saying there isn't times that people don't deserve that, because if they've hurt us in a way, we will use that to hurt them back, and we can still be nice about it. And what I've realized is I didn't even realize I was doing those kind of things until I became the eagle. And then I didn't realize I was doing the things as an eagle until I became the Phoenix and a divine feminine and an empress, who I am at my core. So just please understand, power is not to be misused. You will come back without it in your next life, and it will be taken away from you. The more power that you learn how to control, the more power you will receive. But the moment you misuse that power for yourself and not for the better good of others, you will lose it. Maybe not right away, but you will lose it. But, have fun with it too. I loved my 20s and 30s. Even now, walking into any bar, little hole in the wall, because I don't really go to bars, I don't drink. But if I go out with my friends and I own a room because I have that power, that's fun. Like, that's just stuff that I can do, you know? But there's the other side of me. I can clam up and be shy as hell if I am in a dark night of the soul, if I am in the deep waters and I don't want to be messed with. Have fun with it, learn from it, grow from it, enjoy it, but don't misuse it. I'm shaking, guys. I'm freezing. Don't misuse it. Don't misuse your power. Learn to respect your power. Respect it, and it will respect you. That's all I have for now. I will talk to you guys later. Any more video requests, stick them down below. All the other information I will add probably later on this evening because I need to do some running around before I get home. But I love you. I hope you're having a great day. I hope it's not so rainy where you are. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.